in CBDC. I see there's so much value that the economy can drive out of using CBDC. That is amazing. That would affect all of our lives. There's real value there. With respect to crypto, there's 90% of crypto is Bitcoin, and then the other 10%, there's some Ether and yeah.
Yeah, 50. I know this.
Yeah, I don't know. This is my feeling that most of the crypto transactions or the hype.
Not in value, but I think in messaging, I think you're right. 90% of
it is around Bitcoin. And what Bitcoin has proved that it's really resilient. I think what was said before here, that they killed Bitcoin so many times.
After Mt. Gox.
Mt. Gox. Everybody thought that Bitcoin was dead. It survived. Now with Elon Musk trying to kill Bitcoin, and it survived. And and I think Bitcoin does prove itself as a commodity, as a useful commodity, as a financial asset, and there will be adoption around crypto and around Bitcoin. But then, if you want to create other assets, you have to understand what's the real value that they communicate to those investors.
Very much like my friends next to me, I truly see that cryptocurrencies will be mass adopted. It's just a standard asset class. We actually see that as I mentioned before, in a lot of different processes with top tier banks that you have no idea how crazy it is they're actually going to use cryptocurrency. So if the direction going to remain as it looks right now, I think crypto is definitely going mainstream. But on the other end, the CBDC, I think this is the risky part, right? You just mentioned before the project in China. I think the reason why they decided to ban crypto in China now is because they want to bring the stage for the CBDC, for the local assets that will cover the same usage that cryptocurrency is supposed to be, but the local currency. And one of the main reasons they want to do it is because they want to to take over the global economy and make their currency stronger than the US dollar and so on. So it's really interesting to see how the CBDC is going to influence on the crypto space. I think it's risky for that, but maybe they can also live together.
Yeah, so you said we don't sell drug. Actually, I do think we sell drug. It's just adrenaline instead of some. So nobody gave a price prediction. I'm going to give a price prediction. Okay, so 5 years.
Alex, I was waiting for you.
Is the press still here? I've seen a few.
The price is right.
Yeah,
but please no McAfee bets, okay?
So, if the government all the governments in the world continue to print money, meaning nothing changes, Bitcoin will be over $1 million in 5 years. Okay, Bitcoin on average triples every year, right? On average. So just do the math, and it takes it to over $1 million. Now I know it sounds completely crazy, but the $1 million is like Zimbabwe dollars, right? You will be able to buy very little. Everyone in here is going to be a millionaire in dollars. But if you didn't buy the Bitcoin today, you will not be able to afford it. I guarantee you will not be able to afford it 5 years from now, right? So that's why you have to hodl, right? I mean, the whole point about hodling is that it's not about the Bitcoin. One Bitcoin is still one Bitcoin. When Satoshi created the first Bitcoin, it's still the same Bitcoin. The only thing that changes is how many dollars does it take to buy that one Bitcoin. That's the only thing that changes. Right. So like, it's just a cheap insurance policy. You have $750 million insurance. Buy yourself a 45,000? Where's Bitcoin today?
38.
Buy yourself one Bitcoin as an insurance policy. Put it aside. Don't touch it. Or deposit it in Celsius to earn some interest. But don't spend it. The whole point is not to spend it. It's not for spending. All right. So, did I answer the question or no?
I think you did.
All right. Good.
Now let me maybe just wrap up on what I heard today on this panel, which was actually a last minute thing. We decided to do this yesterday, and I'm really happy that we did, because being able to understand how crypto will impact not just the real world in terms of adoption, as per our previous panel, but also the very idea of what reality might be, of what markets are supposed to be like, what we as people are supposed to behave in front of these institutions. And so I think that every single one of you here gave us an amazing perspective on how that might change, what are the difficulties, what are the challenges, and what are the through lines in something like that happening. So I guess my take is, just to, I guess, recap on everything, is that institutions will have to adopt crypto, otherwise they will be extinct. And the only thing that we need to be careful of is not to give them too much power and to actually limit how much power you're able to receive within a decentralized system, which is already being done. And so I'm actually not worried of more capital entering from institutions, because to me it doesn't matter, right? It's all about which system is coordinating all this value. And so to me, institution grabbing crypto, whether it's out of fear or FOMO or just because they really believe in that all of a sudden, like Jamie Dimon, I think it's going to create massive, massive waves for us, for what we're doing. And I think that if you today are holding on to a Bitcoin at 38, the future is pretty comfortable and pretty positive. So thanks guys, it was great. And thanks for the insights.